But you're just like, oh my god, I need this vacuum, and then you're like in line at midnight for this vacuum that you don't need. You're beating people up to get this vacuum, and it's like
this has like 20 suction power.
You're beating people up with your vacuum.
But like you see these videos, and then people are like
sucking people off at your vacuum.
people.
Welcome back to another Board with the Boys episode. 4 of us, still the same people as last time.
The original 4, the only 4.
Consistent over here.
So, as the holidays are approaching us, the next one is Halloween. Next one after that is Thanksgiving. But we kind of wanted to at least go over Black Friday a little bit and how stupid or not stupid we think it is.
Yeah, COVID's kind of wreaking havoc across everything this year. So, I mean, Halloween's being, canceled, prohibited, whatever, in a lot of cities. Yeah. But some people are keeping it open. But I think, Thanksgiving, Christmas, like the physical holiday itself probably won't be a little unchanged because most people are just going to do their thing at their own house. But, yeah, I think Black Friday is like one of the things every year that gathers just like massive crowds of people. So they've made like changes this year to basically
like, give me
prevent
that 70-inch TV for $300. I'm gonna pop you new.
Yes, whatever that was. So I think this year, like the physical day of Black Friday is probably not a thing where they're not going to let people just like group and hoard these stores. But I mean, Black Friday alone, it does seem like it's evolving. Where like I don't know when they started doing it. Like a long time ago, it was like the midnight thing.
Oh.
You know how it was always like that midnight thing, and then they moved it to like the big stores, like the Best Buys, the Walmarts, all moved it to like 6 p.m. like Thanksgiving night. So like I don't remember what the original reason for it was, but like I don't know, to make it better so you're not waiting out in the middle of the night or something, or they just have more sales because they're open longer. I don't know, but it seems like this year either places are either canceling it or I think Walmart is actually doing like. I don't know if it's in person or virtual, but they're doing like 3 separate days in November and the beginning of December where they're going to have the same like level of deals, whether it's the same stuff or not, but it's like the same like pricing discounts.
Price.
Yeah. So they're like splitting it up. So I don't know if that's like better or not, but
I think so.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on like Black Friday as a whole? Good for the economy, bad for humans.
Yeah, I get that part, how it's supposed to be like a huge, like the whole like black, like the term meaning like you're in the black for like sales wise companies, like fiscally, but it makes sense. But like people are just, you can still spend money and companies can still do good without trampling over each other and like fist fighting over like TVs. It's so stupid. Like I don't know. I always thought it was so dumb how people act on it.
So I sort of had an idea. So, like, what if they're canceling Black Friday. So how are they going to prevent people from, like, I mean, obviously there's going to be people that, like, break into the stores and try to,
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just the stores themselves if they're not having the Black Friday deals.
Yeah, it's just a store. They're just not going to open at those crazy hours. Whether they have, like, some sale over the weekend and it still is that way and people just have to, like, they have to have, like, enforcers to force people to, like, distance.
I was going to get at, like, enforcement. So, like, I mean, they're going to, like, spread the police force around every single store in the city or town you live in.
They have to hire their own security or whatnot.
Yeah, they would have to have their own security because I don't know. Only so many places can, like, request a physical cop. You can't, like, random store just can't, like, call a cop and be like, oh, can you come just, like, watch my line outside? I mean, I don't know how that works, but I feel like
fighting crime.
I'd imagine they go to the big stores before they go to the small ones.
But so, I mean, I don't know. The whole thing kind of brings up a good point because you've probably seen, like, the videos where it's, like, in, like, other countries, or not other countries, but maybe, like, Canada or something like that. It's, like, they have, like, what their equivalent of, like, Black Friday, and people, like, walking in, like, handing them a glass of water, and, like, it's just, like, super chill and nice. But then, like, random places in America, like, not, I mean, around here, like, I think I did one official, like, Black Friday night with Tim and Michelle.
Yeah, that was awful.
To get her a laptop, which wasn't even like the Black Friday laptop.
I know it wasn't.
It was so pointless. And it was awful. We waited for like 4 hours in the cold, standing in the dark with like random people we don't know, just to go in the store and be shoved in these lines. It was at Best Buy, and we were like shoved in these lines, forced in this row because you couldn't just go grab whatever. You had to like get a ticket, go to your area, get what you wanted, pay for it, and then like leave. So it was like just an awful experience. But like,
what I like is going at the end of like sort of like midnight ish when people already went to like around like 6 p.m. or so.
And there's nothing
and
left
they already
in the store.
ravaged everything, and you go in there and you're just walking around like normal and seeing stuff on the side. Oh,
That's just
this.
it's like a mess, like a bomb off though. It's just like stuff everywhere.
DVDs all over the floors. And
but it's
stuff.
like
I've never actually done a Black Friday thing. I've always just waited
dumb.
till Cyber Monday and bought everything online.
But like when we were there, like I don't remember any like violence. I guess we were
no,
like
no, no, always happen,
we weren't
but
at like a Walmart, but it's more. I feel like it's not just a Black Friday thing. It's like a societal like thing because like some states that are, I don't know what the right word is, but like I don't know the what redneck states or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you see it more in like the southern states or whatever.
Maybe not just the states, but just areas that are
more aggressive.
More not,
yeah.
No.
But you know what I mean? It's like it doesn't happen everywhere. It's not like it's like Black Friday is like people go crazy. It's like they do, and people spend a lot of
like
money.
Areas that I guess that are like more in poverty. I guess I don't want to say that either, but like places that aren't as
places that value the deals more than other places. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't want to like say like
you're seeing
bad way, but
where like they try to open the gate and then people are like crawling underneath the gates.
Well, yeah, I mean like it's like there's some where it's like they're literally like fighting each other, like trampling. It's like for like it's like I can only see that happening if you're running in to get like an oxygen tank for your children. You know what I mean? It's like they're running in for like a microwave or something. It's like a TV.
Yeah,
like
stupid.
You're there to get like your diabetes medicine or something.
That's what I mean. Like you're not running in and like I would run in and fight people if I had like life saving medication for like family. And it's like there's like limited supply. Like okay, that's great. But it's like you're running in there to get like some object that you probably already have.
So imagine if COVID happened exactly. Imagine if COVID happened exactly on like around Thanksgiving, and like they're trying to say, oh, we're gonna be limited supplies, and they're like going to Black Friday
fighting
to get
over
everything.
turkeys.
Yeah, I mean if COVID like because in the beginning people were like, ooh, like COVID is crazy, and then like 2 weeks later you were like, oh shit, it's kind of real, and like it kind of took like a month before people like knew what the hell was happening. If like it came over and started like around Thanksgiving, dude, Black Friday would just like totally would have just blown it through the roof.
Like it would have been like the game Division, like where it just they purposely like infected the money on like Black Friday and it spread and it causes crazy like the whole country shit down. Like that's what happened in the Division. That's how it started. A dude made like that's why I like that game. It's a cool concept, but
that's a cool concept. Yeah.
Scary, he put it on money, and then like on Black Friday came and it was the biggest shopping thing there, and it just shut down the whole like everyone got infected and shut down the whole like world. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, I mean it's true because it's crazy. I mean, do you feel like I mean Brian already mentioned like Cyber Monday? That's like it's a fairly young term because it obviously hasn't been around forever. Like Black Friday's been around since we were like kids.
I was just looking at that. It says September 24th, 1869 was the first recorded use of Black Friday. It's not. Well, it says it's not as applied to the September. Like same the holiday. Yeah, that's where it says. But it says not applied to the holiday shopping, but to a financial crisis.
But if you look,
that's when they first like deemed it a thing.
Well, you should check it, Tim. But like, I feel like Cyber Monday has already surpassed Black Friday in dollar value, just because of like the ease of it. But like. It's still, like, you know, obviously it's been around for a while, but it's definitely more of a younger term than Black Friday. Obviously, you just looked it up.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, especially this year where, like, literally, like, everyone's buying things online. Like, it's only progressing more and more of, like, buying things online. Like, it's probably going to get to a point where, like, Black Friday itself will only exist in an online type manner because it's just going to follow the trend of, like, stores. I mean, stores are starting to close and stuff because people are just buying stuff online. So it's probably going to, we may not see it for another, like, maybe next 5-10 years, and that's probably it. I would say. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, go ahead, Tim. You found it.
In 2018, it says so. In 2018, Cyber Monday hit 7.9 billion in the U.S. And then let me see here, Black Friday on that same year, 6.2 billion.
Yeah.
So like, in 2018, it was already.
So probably like 17, 18, it was already surpassing. So yeah, I mean, this year is I think it's gonna blow it out of the water because
which both actually says. Both were new records though for both Cyber Monday and the Black Friday in store sales.
But I wonder if Black Friday still includes because Black Friday still has online stuff. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
I guess my
yeah,
comment.
I don't know how they measure that.
Like my comment's not really about like specifically Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but more like the in-store craziness versus like online. Because even like the areas that we're talking about, like the more aggressive, whatever causes those areas to be like crazier. Even as those areas adopt like more online shopping habits and better shipping, whatever, I feel like even those places will convert.
Do you think it's like the most shopped place for Black Friday?
Probably like electronics or like Best Buy.
I think
that's
place wise,
it's.
I mean, yeah, having Amazon's, but I think it's the Walmart, Target dominate easy. Best Buy, I think, has always been big, but like you don't beat Walmart, Target. They dominate. I think
all the cheap stores.
Well, and if you just talk about too how many stores they have, like Walmart has like the most stores.
Yeah, Walmart and Target have a ton of stores, and they have the most things. Like you go to Best Buy, you can't get like a sheet set or like towels. Yeah. But you go to Target, you can get a TV and like a bedspread. You know what I mean? Just as an example, because like it has a wider range. But yeah, I think those stores
no one goes like, hey, I'm gonna go to Market Basket and get like.
Well, because they don't really have like Black Friday deals at like a grocery
Black Friday
store.
On food. Wendy should do Black Friday on chicken nuggets.
Oh, they do some Black Fridays somewhat on like
they do
and whatnot, right?
Black Fridays.
What's the thing like
chicken nuggets are the best, guy.
I feel like the term Black Friday is used everywhere now because I see it online too. Where it's like if you like some sunglass company or something like that, and it's like August, they're like we're doing an early Black Friday sale, and it's like it's not like just using the term to like pretend like they have a good sale, even if it's like not related to anything. It's like a marketing thing now because everybody does it.
Well, yeah, because you go ahead. Sorry.
No, you continue some off.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say, you see that like. So consciously or subconsciously, you see Black Friday and you think you're getting a better deal, whether or not it's actually a better deal.
Yeah, it could be like 5%, which is like nothing. Like a normal Black Friday deal, you want to see like 80% off, and it could be like 5% off, and they're like Black Friday deal, and it's like.
So you never hear that. You never hear this term. We're gonna do an early Cyber Monday or something like that.
Yeah, you don't really hear that yet.
Cyber Friday.
No, but like literally, like I see Black Friday like so many things like online and stuff. Like even now, I swear, like I could probably find one in the past week where I saw like early Black Friday deals, and it's like I don't know if as that grows, that's kind of ruining what Black Friday is too, because now it's becoming just this thing that people just use all year round, and the day itself is just kind of becoming different. I don't know.
For me, like working at a Black Friday is not the greatest. Waking up, well, actually not waking up, but like.
We're just waking up in general.
Well, actually, not waking up. He's like, I didn't wake up.
Waking up is especially tough on Black Friday.
Yeah,
because sometimes I would have to like try to go to sleep a little early after I eat my Thanksgiving dinner and be like, all right, I'm going to sleep. And like,
well, you're talking about like when you worked at like GameStop in retail.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, which that's another aspect of it. Like that sucks for those people.
Yeah, like I can imagine it would suck there. Like I've worked Black Friday a bunch of times, or been home, or gone to the store, and it's like it never really bothered me because I wasn't in like it's the retail that gets hit.
Yeah.
Do you have any interesting Black Friday stories from when you were there? You only probably worked like one or two, right?
No, the thing is like the deals weren't the greatest on certain times. Like I would see one night like at 1:00 that we opened, and then there would be literally no one there. And I look at the pages and I'm like, yeah, no wonder.
Yeah, and like and like you would see that because it's like they're just joining in on the Black Friday, but they have no real deals to offer. You know what I mean? They probably have a better deal some random other month. So it's like
are the best.
It's like forcing these companies that may not be in the black type of thing. Like they might be fine and not really in a position to like try to undercut all their product. You know what I mean? So like, it almost like forces other people to try to compete, and it might actually hurt some businesses. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if we kind of talked about it, but the like the time, like you said, like 1:00. Like when did it? Why I don't understand why they have to do that. Like they're open the whole next day. Well, like what's
the idea is like
it gets early and earlier and earlier, and it's like. And then they have places that are opening like the day before, like 8:00 at night, the night before, saying Black Friday.
I think the idea is
it's like why do they keep doing
longer
it
time for people to like buy things? You know what I mean? Because if the store opens at 10 a.m.,
like
so much stuff.
if they opened at midnight, that's 10 more hours that more of their product can be bought. So I think that's literally all.
Well, yeah, like Brian said, if people are lining up the door to grab it all in the first 10 minutes, then what does it even matter?
I guess
if you're waiting up, if you're first in line at 1:00 or first in line in the next morning at 9
that's true.
a.m.,
The first hour is probably 80% of the business.
Each year it gets earlier and earlier in the morning. So what's the point of that? People just wake up in the middle of the night.
I truly don't know.
When I started working there, like it was really like the regular business hours of waking up not waking up, like going there at 12. But then they changed to like that day of Thanksgiving, leading all the way to the night, or like stopping halfway night and open up at like 6 in the morning or something like that. I'm like, why do?
Oh yeah, like go from like 6 to midnight and then close from midnight to 6 or something stupid. Yeah, it's like what? Yeah, like what's the point? Just wait until the next day and have the same exact sales.
Yeah, I don't.
And just tell these people that have no patience. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, those people probably already either have the day off if they're like willing to, be out in the middle of the night or shopping all day. Like you already have the day off the next day. So what's the rush to open up so early for these places?
I mean, like, there might be a reason, but I feel like it's like a tactic because by opening it earlier, it's like they're kind of giving people hope. Like, oh, we're opening it early. You have a better chance of getting X product that you want.
But everybody else is just coming back.
But that's the thing. It's like a trick because they're telling everybody, but it's like giving you that hope. Where you're like, oh, well, now they're open earlier. I have a better shot. But if they open at 10, it's the same number of people. You know what I mean? There might be a reason, but I feel like that's like a fake little thing that's part of it.
There might be like a little bit less people who don't come early. But I feel like the number is still going to be pretty close.
That's what I mean. I feel like it's about the same. So it seems stupid, like you said. Like, why do they even do that anymore?
So to reel you in a little more to actually go to the stores, they have the more of the doorbusters. Get in here. No, because like they tried not to make you order online and try to go to stores with the doorbusters, so you have to get there at a certain time.
Oh yeah, and
then bust down your door and throw the TV through your door.
That's true too.
But the problem with that is like, and so many people have seen and found the articles, but it's like they'll literally like sell a product that they don't even carry. Like they've literally shown this in like,
oh yeah, it's a new Xbox game or something.
Not like that. Like it's like for like electronics is a big thing where it's like they'll literally put a TV on sale of a brand that they don't sell. That's just some overstock item. It's like, oh, look at this TV from freaking like Hammond Schuster or something.
RCA.
Like, some random
like a random brand like you've probably never heard of, and they're like, oh, it's $200 for a 100-inch TV, and they're like, holy shit, I need this TV, and it's like they don't even sell that TV. They just got like 1,000 of them, and they're like, oh, if you sell these all on that day, we'll give you like some thing. So it's like the stores make out so much better. Like the deal that person gets for some stuff, there is good stuff if you really look, but like most of this electronic stuff is just like BS stuff. Like it's either marked down to like the real price that it should be, or you're getting some bullshit like crappy laptop or like TV.
Yeah, you're never really getting a deal,
getting like 5 or 10% off, not like 50, 60.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this laptop it was $1,500. You're getting it for $1,000. It's like that's a $900 laptop that you're still selling me for $1,000. You just didn't mark it all the way up. It's I don't know. Like I said, occasionally there are some good deals. I've seen a couple like that's a pretty good deal, but if you really look at them, like you're just getting like crap at the real price that crap costs.
And then there's all the people like what you said in the beginning who they go in for Black Friday thing, but then they end up just buying stuff that either isn't even on sale or is just on normal discounts. So you have all this other stuff just being bought just because people are there.
Like just like the Roku TVs, I will see those on sale, and then people are like, "What the hell is that?" Oh, look, it's 1080p or like 4K. Let's get it. Like
yeah, it's some marketed thing. I don't know. It's like it's part of that sales mentality. Like I don't know. Like
that Roomba.
Like me personally, like I don't know. Like I'm not really like chasing sale. Like if there's something I want, I'll like see if I can get a sale or something on it. But most of the time, it's like if you want something, like you want something. But it's like if you're kind of like in that sales mentality and you see like something that's on crazy sale, like it could be something you don't even want. And you're like, oh my god,
get it because you think
this new vacuum is 80% off. You're like, holy shit! Like if I don't get this, I'm so stupid. But it's like you have like 3 vacuums at home. But you're just like, oh my god, I need this vacuum. And then you're like in line at midnight for this vacuum that you don't need. You're beating people up to get this vacuum. And it's like,
this has like 20 suction power.
You're beating people up with your vacuum.
Like you see these videos and then people are like
sucking people off at your vacuum.
People like you see these videos and they're like trampling each other for like toasters and like just this nonsense thing. Like none of it is like fighting worthy. Like if it was like the best TV out there, some 4K 70-inch TV, and it was like $100, it's like that's a really good deal. Most people have TVs. But that's the thing. Most people have TVs. But it's like that. Maybe I can see you wanting, not worth fighting over. But they're fighting over like freaking like dish sets and like toasters and stuff, and it's like
slamming plates over people's heads.
Like, I know everybody needs stuff, and not, people don't always have money to get stuff. It's good to have sales, but it's like, is it worth to like get your next item to like fight somebody for it? Like,
well, I mean, if you're fighting over something like that, you probably have a lot of other problems in your life that you need to address first.
A lot of fights over like toilet paper and shit like that now because winter's coming and COVID and all that.
I don't know what's gonna.
I feel like that's in the same like realm, even though that's more of like limited supply. That's kind of goes into like the safety, health kind of thing, which
it's more necessity than a.
That like it's still not acceptable to fight or argue or hoard or any of that stuff, but like I put that in a different category because this is like none of these things drive your health or safety in any matter, any necessity of like punching some dude to take a toaster.
I'm saying though, like on this Black Friday, I mean, like I feel like a lot of people are gonna be fighting over toilet paper for this coming winter. You know what I mean? Like
like maybe the doorbusters may be like paper towels and Lysol wipes.
A whole like 40 rolls of toilet paper for 50 cents. People are gonna shoot each other.
Dude, I would buy that.
Like,
stores might get in trouble for like causing like mass panic and chaos.
I know. Yeah, I mean, because there's some point where it's like the stores are doing this to themselves by like putting a stack of TVs 20 feet in front of the door. But, like, why don't you like have a things are set up? I don't know.
Some stores do it good. They like have the single file lines.
Or they let 10 people in.
Allow so many people in, or you get tickets, and it's like some people do it the right way. Like you're in line first. You got there earlier.
You get it.
You go in first, you get what you want, and you leave. That's fair. Yeah. But then on the other place, like you said, with the gates, like the Walmarts, where it's like you have one employee just standing there, and there's a gate, and there's like 1,000 people just squishing up against the gate, and as soon as the gate opens, just like fucking hell breaks loose.
And then it's like the strongest person rushes through.
Yeah, and like every year, like employees or people getting like trampled. There's like deaths and stuff, and it's like if you're like that company, it's like why would you even want to do it? That's you're making all that money. That's worth it to you, like people dying
or something
for you to get more money.
Like it's awful.
Like either just like don't do it or just like do it like the other places are doing it, like a smarter way to do. Like why are you gonna like? It's just not worth it.
Yeah, they always say like, oh, we're gonna put new policy in, and then you see videos of like literally the same thing. Like, where's the policy? But then it's like it's kind of back to like Christian's point earlier, where it's like, okay, the store can make their lines and do whatever, but then you get like mob justice. You know what I mean? Where it's like 1,000 people pushing on the thing. Like these 5 employees that work at Target don't care about the store as much as their lives. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like unless you have like a hired security team that's gonna like.
I said they should just give all the employees like pepper spray and just be like, all right, back up, just start.
That's where it's like. I mean, like
handheld tasers. Like
if you have stores that are like more structured, but like if you have like gate-based stores and there's no like structure or security there, it's like what do? Like you're at the mercy of these like crazy people that like. Are ready to like fight someone
zombies.
over like
you just don't open
these zombies that just want
to come
at you.
Money runs the freaking world, so it's like people like Tim's saying, like why do they not open? It's like at the top they probably don't care. It's like they're like, oh, it's media, whatever. Well, people will look past it when they get their $10 vacuum. So it's like they care about their money versus like the health. It's like if I were to see that, it's like, oh, just freaking close the store. Like why do you need to do that?
The only thing logical is do like something like, oh yeah, you get like 2 tires and get 2 tires for free, something like that, like on Black Friday.
What?
Rolling tires at people.
Like at every store, when you're in line, like everyone just gets free tires.
That's the only logical
I'm saying
thing.
Like the well worth ones that like say
like good deals.
Tires.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like that's like the new incentive for people in line.
They get 2 free tires.
Like if you don't fight anybody, we'll get you 2 free tires.
It's the only time it's worth people's lives is if you get 2 free tires. It's like what?
Like
you have to buy 2, but then you'll get the 2 for free.
Yeah, that's everywhere. Like if you're at GNC, you're getting some protein powder, you get 2 free tires with a bottle of protein powder.
I don't even know.
You can flip those tires if they're big tractor tires. Just some flipping tires, dude.
GNC's actually
closing down. Sleep Number store.
Yeah, GNC.
Free mattress. GNC. 2 free tires, free mattress.
Yeah, GNC is a store that like they're probably could be completely online, to be honest. Like
no, they closed down in one of the malls I know.
Yeah, a bunch of their locations.
They're gonna be someone that slowly works their way out. I mean, nowadays there's like so many other alternatives to them in general. Like you can buy everything you can get there on freaking Amazon or just their own website. So it's like
I did go to one once though, and like there was like a younger girl working there, and she was still like really helpful though. So like it is that aspect.
That's true. If you get like someone that is like a gym person that is helpful.
Yeah, and I was I'm kind of new into this. I'm looking for this, and this. She's like, well, this is this, and here's this one. It has this. It's good for this. It's like, oh, it's like you lose.
What's crazy? when at the end of the holidays, when you go to the electronic section, they always leave the glass doors open.
What?
You can
What
grab
glass
stuff.
doors?
You know, in
Oh
the
yeah,
electronic
like for
section?
like
Yeah.
for the games and stuff. You
I've
mean?
never seen them open, but
I've seen
a couple
them
times.
open. That's just games, pretty much. Yeah, that's just so they
They
can.
just leave them open so you can swipe them.
I mean, just
Well,
like
they're
you can
trying to
swipe
make it
anything
easier
else
for-
in a store.
Well, they're trying to make it easier for people that won't have to call for the key guy and be like, "Key guy."
I don't even know
Oh,
why those
yeah,
are
I
locked
guess
up.
I'm
You can
thinking-
get stuff way more expensive than freaking video games. It's like I don't know.
yeah, no, it's kind of weird.
It's like that one thing they lock up, but you can grab like freaking like a
Yeah, I don't know.
like an
That's
Alexa
weird,
or
right?
something. It's like weird.
Why is that? I never thought about that. Like I have, but not like in depth. Like why video?
Maybe it's
games
just because
are
the like the
locked up.
volume that's there, like the volume of games, just the sheer amount they have behind the glass. Like each game is worth $65 times fucking
But I feel like
1,000.
Yeah, but
there
no
are
one's gonna
other
steal
areas.
1,000
There's like
games.
other areas in the store that you can grab stuff that's like very expensive too. You know what I mean? Like
And like games are like I guess easy to conceal, like but like there are smaller items that you can steal easier.
yeah, stealability, I guess. But like, I'm trying to think of something
you can't
else.
fit
That's,
a washer in your pants.
Maybe they
Yeah.
just like associate people that play games or like younger people that are more inclined.
that's
to steal
true.
or
It
something.
could be yeah, like that group of people. Like they're not like, oh well, they're not stealing like our medicine because they don't really care.
Yeah.
But I guess if you think about it for like the size and easy concealability, that's probably like one of the higher at risk items. So I guess that makes sense from that standpoint. But where were we go? Oh, I wanted to make a point. One, what Tim said. So like what you were saying, like they help the person in the store was like helpful.
Yeah.
I feel like there is still like, we're getting to the point, especially this year with like COVID alone, but like even before that with like online shopping, we're getting to a point where like all these stores are just closing.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are certain stores that having a person to like go talk to is helpful, like for like certain age groups. So it's like for if one of us wants a TV, we'll do all of our research online. We're either gonna order it or we're gonna go to the store and just get it because we know exactly what we want. You can do the research, but like for an older person that may not be knowledgeable about those areas, they can ask, they can do research, but if they don't know what you're looking for, how do you research it? You know what I mean? So they go to the store, and as long as someone's helpful, there's obviously two cases: a person who doesn't care about their job and a person who does. But if they get a helpful person, the person can tell them like, all right, what do you want? You probably don't need smart TV, you don't need 4K, like, and they can get them a good TV. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's that line where we're moving to the point where it's like we almost are gonna have no stores. But I feel like we always kind of need like that level, and I wonder if we're gonna like just overlook that completely as they like we almost move to almost entirely online, which I feel like we're already on our way.
I feel like most stores that don't have the different varieties like how Target and Walmart have, I feel like those are gonna die off. But Walmart and like Target are gonna live on a little bit
It's
more
gonna
longer.
explode. There's gonna be like a whole block with just 100 Target stores.
Yeah,
Like Five Below is like
Big
a
Target, small
thing here
Target.
around.
yeah. Five Below is big just because it's like you can go in there and just get like snacks and random like crap for your kids and whatever for cheap. But it's like they're really like small niche stores like the GNC and stuff like that. Like those probably aren't gonna be able to hold their own. Because Target's like everyone in Target's spending like $200. Like you go in there for a toothbrush, you're gonna spend $200 on crap because they got everything.
Like useless clothes. And
That's what I mean, because they just literally have everything you need. They got the electronics, the clothes, the food, or whatever. But yeah, like these smaller stores, I feel like they're all gonna slowly start going online because it's like you don't need to go to the store to get like a thing of protein. Like yeah, if you want to talk to somebody, that's one thing. But again, now you have like YouTube and whatever, so it's like that store easily is fully online. Where it's like Target, they have food and clothes, and a lot of people don't like to buy either of those online. You want to like see the food
Yeah.
or try your clothes on or whatever. So
Bet you like Foot Locker will fuse with a Walmart or something.
I mean, actually, that's probably super
they'll
valid.
have like a
Yeah.
Foot Locker in every Walmart, or
I mean, yeah, it could be like what Subway did. You know what I mean? Like Subway's like, oh, we're gonna instead of saying like let's make sandwiches and sell them in Walmart, they're gonna like let's literally just put a Subway in friggin' Walmart. So they might be like, Foot Locker. They buy Foot Locker, and Foot Locker becomes the shoe section in Walmart. So there is no more Walmart shoe section. It is like the Foot Locker sponsored section or something.
It's like a
Didn't-
mall.
yeah, literally that's very possible. That makes so much sense.
Didn't Target do something with CVS? The pharmacy section?
Um,
I know
isn't-
Target has a pharmacy section, which is huge too, but I don't know that it's CVS powered. I don't know.
CVS or Walgreens, one of those two.
It's possible that they share like the network of who they work with or something, but
I'm not sure.
I mean, that's interesting. I mean, it could go full circle where it's like we have these malls that are just gonna shut down because no one goes to these stores, but then like Walmart and Target are gonna like just buy up and become so big that they're gonna become their own malls, and people are like, oh, have you been to Walmart lately? And it's gonna be, oh, it's so awesome there. Like people hate malls because they don't go anymore, and then they're gonna love the new Walmart, which is literally just all these same things. So we're gonna pass through this cycle where we just get back to the same place we were. It's just gonna be called the Walmart instead of the mall.
They'll have like a Gap as the clothing section.
Yeah,
Foot Locker as
but
the
it's literally just a
section,
big Walmart.
And Market Basket is like the grocery section.
Then you got Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, like it seems crazy, but it's really not that far off. Like it's these big companies that make so much money that like they've reached this plateau where even though they're making like billions, they need a way to grow. So that's why they just keep buying other companies in the space and just take their business and whatever. So that's super possible.
An AMC gets bought out by freaking Walmart.
Movie theater in Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing it happen with like Amazon. Like Amazon alone is like driving FedEx and UPS business completely. But if Amazon's just like, oh, screw it, we're gonna make our own shipping, which they're basically kind of doing, they literally will put those companies out of business. Like almost literally with that one decision. So it's like if they were to do that, it disrupts all the smaller things. So Walmart could do the same thing and be like, oh, we're gonna buy these shoe company things, and then every other shoe company is like, oh shit, now we can't compete.
Didn't Amazon make their own store? Because I remember they're making a store.
They're starting to. Like they own Whole Foods, which is already like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're making like little pop-up Amazon shops, but I don't know what those will become. I think those are just like testing things.
Like when you walk in and then you walk out like without even paying anything. It just clicks on
scans your phone. It knows.
Yeah, you have to make sure you're registered on the thing, and as you're taking things, it's all like auto added to your cart. Yeah, so it's like it's a very specific way you have to do it, but
it's an interesting way too.
Well, I think the way your example that you're talking about was it's a Amazon powered Whole Foods place. So you go in and you're like grocery shopping by just grabbing. You just go in, grab it, and go. I don't know if they have like a store because that would be just like, what the hell would they have? Like Amazon is like you have to get something. You don't just like.
Yeah, you go on there for something specific that you want.
If you just have like an Amazon store that's just random shit, that's basically just Target and Walmart.
Just another store, yeah.
Like way more random.
Yeah, I mean they could have like Amazon Electronics, and it's like the best of the best electronics that are popular.
Yeah, like bestseller store or something.
I mean that's
like every best selling.
Saying that out loud, it sounds like that's like probably a good idea. They probably could do that. Like if when you go on their website, they literally have like bestsellers of all the categories. They could set up.
So right now it sees Amazon physical store locations. So they got Amazon Books, Amazon 4-Star, Amazon Fresh, Amazon Go Grocery, Amazon Pop Up.
Yeah, so I think like Pop Up and the other one are probably like the regular like items, but all the other ones are probably food related.
Yeah, I'm not seeing because they're listing like if you go to Amazon Fresh, it will say grocery, prepped foods, alcohol.
Yeah, I mean at the end of the day, it's not just the businesses that drive it. It's like it's whoever makes it the easiest. It's convenience. You know what I mean? So it's like obviously if you have a lot of money, you can pay for convenience. So everyone likes Amazon because it's like you click a button, things here in your door in 2 days. It's easy. You know what I mean? It may not always be the best price. If you went to like the store and you got the same thing, it might be cheaper. But you're just like, oh, whatever. It's gonna be here in 2 days.
Just wait for it at home and like be lazy instead of going out. And getting it.
The only thing about like Amazon is like, or any shipping things, like when you're not home and they leave it at your, they always leave it at your doorsteps. Like that's the type of thing I kind of hate.
Well, what do you want them to do?
Well, I don't know like which ones do it, but some of them like they'll take it back and they'll try another day.
Well, yeah, depending on the value of what it is, sometimes they won't drop it.
They'll put it at your local UPS and leave a note in your door.
But the whole dropping it thing is like, that goes to like human trust. That has nothing to do with the companies because they're just like, oh, you ordered it, we brought it to your house. If you have shitty people in your neighborhood, it's like not their fault. So that comes back to like human beings and the fact that like all of a sudden now people are stealing packages and it's like we talk about this in like every couple episodes. Just people are stupid and suck. It's just another example of it.
So they have two ways that I know of. There's certain locations where you can ask them to drop off a local area or something.
Well, I think what's going to happen is, and they've already hinted at this, is you're going to
force them to have you sign or something.
Well, you're going to have home drop-off stations. This is what they're moving to, where it's like a keyed box that only you have the key and the Amazon guy has the key. So like he goes and he opens up this box and like he puts the package in. It's like a
Amazon
big
mailbox.
chest type of thing you have outside or whatever or somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And like you guys like have the 2-way key and like he unlocks it and you put it in and that kind of thing, or
just like
vice versa.
It's just like the camera thing too. Like when they have a certain lock on their doors,
the rings and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You just have like everybody. You can have the choice to buy your own Amazon mailbox and put it outside your house.
yeah, it would be like your own thing, but it would be for that for people that are like areas where you're like, oh, people stealing my shit, or I don't want like packages on the ground. You would buy a box for like $100 or something, and then you would guarantee that if you have a package delivered, it would be in your box.
I can see someone coming around with a truck, getting chains and stuff,
And
just
ripping
dragging it
out,
away.
Yeah, I mean at that point it's like if you're facing that kind of
That's
level
just straight
of
up
people,
theft.
you got other problems.
Stealing a random object, I don't know what the hell's in it. Could
Yeah.
be worthless.
Yeah, like I said, if that's who you're dealing with, you have other problems.
Yeah, like that's insane.
You need new neighbors if some guy's chaining your fucking Amazon
You
box.
ever
like-
seen that person that rigged up a package and then people would steal it?
The glitter
and actually
bomb?
bring it to the yeah.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I
that
like
was-
the
I like
ones
that was
when,
real,
when
though.
they like
What? It was
have
real?
the bike set up in
Yeah.
the neighborhood and like the seat will electrify you.
The
or
Mark
they'll
Rober
they'll
one?
have
I
Yeah, Mark
don't think it
Rober?
was.
Those are real.
I don't think the first one wasn't.
He
I
did
thought
it-
you're the one that told me that it wasn't real.
No, it was twice. He did it twice. He did it for real. Yeah, he,
I
like-
swear it was you the one that told me that wasn't even real. Like I brought that up before.
Who the hell's
I
Mark
don't think
Rober?
so.
I
He's,
don't know,
he's
I
a really
thought they weren't.
popular YouTuber. He's like. He's
I
still-
swear there was another episode that I brought that up, and then you said that they weren't even real. Like I literally brought that up on another
I
episode.
don't think so. No, he did it
Oh my
twice.
God. Yeah.
But he's like a YouTuber now. He used to work at like NASA. He's like really good at electronics and stuff like that. But he basically set up a fake package that it was like GPS controlled and stuff like that. Had cameras in it. So basically, people took it. They went home and then like when they opened it, a
Or in their
sensor went
car,
off and
yeah.
like a fan goes like this and it spins out like
And
massive
shoots
amount of
glitter
glitter
everywhere in their car.
just in their car at their home or whatever. And then there's like a camera that takes their picture and immediately sends it to him over like this connection.
Oh, shit.
And a
Wasn't
GPS
Yeah,
locator.
and it's like a
Didn't he have
GPS
it, like, a stick-
locator, and he has like a thing that like a siren that goes off. It was like super official thing, and it was really cool. And he released a video
Hilarious.
of all the people like opening it. Got like
Didn't he have his,
100 million
stink-
views.
stink-
That's awesome.
Did he have a stink bomb? Because I remember seeing
Yeah, that was
There
part
was
stink
another
bomb.
one,
Yeah,
maybe,
part
yeah.
2. The glitter comes up, and then there's a stink spray that's just like.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he has like this wheel that keeps pressing the stink spray. So it's just as long as the thing's open, it's just pressing the stink spray, just boop 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 boop.
Oh my god.
But it's like perfect
hilarious.
because like people are stealing your package off your door. It's literally like stealing something out of your house. It's just super
Mhm.
scummy.
Mm-hmm.
Scumbaggery.
They deserve it. It's funny.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I wish there was. I mean, just having a big giant lockable box seems so stupid to get like your packages in that people don't steal it. Like we spend so much effort trying to like prevent bad things versus like why does people just not do these stupid bad things?
That'll never happen.
I
There'll
know,
always
but
be
it's like
people
it just sucks. I feel like we spend so much
Yeah.
effort on like preventing hacking and making sure your house is locked up for this, and it's like
Mhm.
people are doing this whole thing. It's like we're not actually trying to solve like real problems. We're just trying to like defend against our freaking selves.
It's like leaving that. It's like leaving that pie out the window and letting it get some air. Like, you see those-
Who
I love
does that
Christian's
anymore?
references.
I like the old cartoon when they're like smelling it and I floating
Yeah.
towards the pie and they're trying to steal it.
Yeah, then like a bear takes it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only if it
man.
was that simple, Christian.
Yeah.
People stealing pies.
Just put
So-
your TV in your window. And
I mean, honestly, if
Post
someone
on your
stole like
TV.
a freshly baked apple pie from my house, I would be probably more pissed than if they stole an Amazon package. like,
I just
like,
like that.
like I'll just cancel it and then reorder it. Like this is a pie. I can't remake that pie. Like that'd be worse
you have to
scenario.
go back to Walmart or Market Basket, grab the ingredients again.
Yeah.
You ever seen that? Speaking of the same thing, you ever seen that like Cheetos commercial?
Oh.
The one where like, oh,
Oh,
did you
yeah,
eat my
yeah,
Cheetos?
And the black
And then he
light.
turns the black light on, and everyone has their face,
All the
with
faces
Cheetos
and the
and
fingers.
cat.
Yeah.
I was like, you too, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's the same thing.
He's like, speaking of the same thing.
Pies and Cheetos. This guy.
People stealing Amazon packages is the same thing as your family eating your Cheetos on
Yeah.
you.
Goddamn
There you
family.
go.
I'm gonna get my Cheetos locked up.
The cat.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I don't know. I mean, do
So
we
I
started.
guess back to the Black Friday thing. I mean, what is like the most expensive or the best deal you think you've gotten? from Black Friday?
Tires.
I guess you can take that either answer.
Have you actually gotten tires on Black Friday? Oh. So he's speaking from experience. I mean, so the one time we went physically to a Black Friday thing, we got a laptop, which was on sale, but it wasn't one of the the marketed Black Friday items. Like we needed a laptop for Michelle, and we got one that was on sale. But I think if we would have went like a week later, we would have gotten that same sale. They just might not have had any. I don't remember how much it was, like $300 off or something. It was like 1,000. We got it for like 700 or something. I don't know, but. Every time I used to go out on Black Friday, I was like Christian. I would like the store would open at midnight. I would go at like 10 a.m. and just like walk around the destruction and get like wipers or like like random shit that I didn't really need that wasn't really on sale. So I personally don't know that I've ever benefited from Black Friday.
Honestly, I would get my brakes done at Black Friday.
Get your brakes done.
Chris is just like getting his car all fixed up. He's like, I got tires, I got my brakes done.
He always do some cool deals. That's why I always go for like car stuff.
I remember one time my mom wanted a TV because her TV was old piece of shit.
RCA.
And
Tube.
I don't remember what it was. I think it was one of those old like box TVs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, RCA
projection or something.
And so I found it's a Westinghouse like 42-inch. It was like a wicked nice TV. Original price almost like $1,000.
So crazy.
I got it for 70% off. I bought it for just under $300.
But at, like right now, like you can get a 42-inch TV probably for about $300. That's like 4K.
Yeah, yep. Well, this was like 3, 4, 5 years ago.
I know, but it's. I mean, I guess that's just like that's a different conversation. But yeah, like the things you were like almost going to jail for like 3 years ago, you can get for like even less than what you paid.
Normal
for
price.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
iPad or something.
Yeah, like just any electronics.
Just like people just don't know weight too. It's just like, and the thing between like your necessity, your wants, and your needs. It's like just wait a little bit, get it on sale some other time, or just wait until the next model comes out and buy a new one. It's just like, I guess if you need something like a fridge or something, like you need a
mattress.
fridge.
But I feel like there's no
some other stuff.
There's no doorbuster item at like Walmart that's gonna change your life. So it's just like I can never get in the mentality of these people that are like busting through the gate. Like there's nothing in sight that's gonna change your life. So it's like, what are you thinking when you're in there? Like if you beat somebody up, you steal a package from a little girl, you buy it and you go home. Like,
yeah,
is that?
I feel good about
like
myself.
is that like did that make your day?
I stole this pillow from an old lady.
Yeah,
yeah, like they're literally like stealing like shit from kids and stuff, and it's like they do that for like the popular toys. Like what was that thing a couple years ago? Like that big egg thing or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just to make money on it.
Yeah, whatever it was. It was like it's like people like stealing it from kids at the store. Yeah, something like that.
It is Hatchimals.
Like they're like,
Christian has 10.
my son really wants it. I really need to get it, and you're like taking it from kids in the store because your son wants it. It's like, all right, well,
but
like,
it was
knocking out little kids.
So stupid.
But yeah, it's a stupid toy. But it's like, okay, if your son wants one and you have to beat someone up to get it, just don't get him the stupid toy.
Yeah, but the whole concept.
Or just
of it,
wait.
Like you have to wait till it hatches, and then you got to figure out what the hell it is.
Yeah. Well, that's like,
and then
that's the power of like being viral and trends and stuff like that. Because that probably it's not a good toy. It just went viral for some strange reason. And then everyone bought them, and then everyone's like, "Oh, okay, it's just."
Now you can get them now for easily.
It was different. It was something new, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like it's something new that somebody talked about, and that's like the viral effect. It's like, I need that thing that everyone has. It's like a toy.
It's like a Tamagotchi back in the day, Scott.
Just like what are the watches?
Those are widely available back then. It's not like.
What are those dumb watches that people used to sell in school? The G-Shock or something like that. The G-Shock watch.
Still in school?
I know what you're talking about, but it wasn't around when I was in school. That was
not
after.
Like the teachers weren't selling it, but I mean like I know like the kids who would sell you like a soda for $1, or like they would bring like a watch in.
Oh yeah, I've never gotten sold like watches in school. I know the kids like bring like candy bars.
For me, Scott was like yo-yos or like
candy soda watches.
Or like,
oh yeah, me and Christian was literally cards. Some sort of cards, whether it was Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh or something. People were like dropping cash on cards,
or getting the actual Yu-Gi-Oh thing for the dual disc.
Dude, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
disc.
I paid your brother Christian for cards in high school. Like he came up and he was like, he like handed me cards. I like handed him money, and people were like, what the fuck? Like what's happening?
Like a drug deal.
Yeah, it was like some weird drug deal. I bought like a rare card off him for like $5 or something like that in high school, and it was like that was like a big deal. But it was so weird. He like came up to me at lunch and he like gave me a card and I handed him money. And he just walked away.
Yeah, he's big on comic books now. Like,
Yeah,
looks a
that's
lot
funny.
of old school comics or like new ones.
I remember, Tim, I ordered a pack of Magic cards online. I got like this wicked rare card, and one of your buddies was collecting them. And I met up at CAP and
John?
sold it to him. It was I don't remember who it was.
Was it John?
But I sold it to him for $120.
Oh,
and it was
God.
the
Might have
weirdest
been
thing.
John.
It
It's
was
probably
the
a
weirdest
land because the lands
experience
are always
because he didn't know what I looked like. I'm like, yeah, I'll just meet this guy up.
I know,
at
like, it's
CAP, and
$120.
I stuck the card out the window. He gave me the cash, and that was it. I'm like, hey,
awesome.
see you, man.
Or getting like a shiny Charizard.
And it's so funny, like, like the whole like drug dealing is like it applies to like other industries of like being like a gaming and nerds and stuff like that. Like they're doing the same thing. It's just not like with drugs. You're doing like these weird trades that are like weirdly valued. Yeah, sneakers are big for that.
$120.
Like it's still sneakers still the top thing. Like everyone will buy your sneakers even
Oh,
though if
that's
you wear it for
crazy.
2 days.
Yeah, I mean 120 for one card is
sneakers
crazy.
are so
I think I
weird
only
to me.
I think it was $10. I think you gave your brother $10 for a single card, which back then like I didn't really have a lot of money and like I don't know, like some of my other friends were like, "What are you doing? Is that one card?" And I was like, "Oh, there's a bunch of cards in there." It was like, "No, it's one card. I'm putting it in my pocket."
I remember the card. The card was worth $150, but obviously he wasn't gonna pay $150.
Yeah, you had
for
to
it.
make money on it.
Yeah. I was like, holy
Imagine
shit,
if you just
dude.
pulled out like a Black Lotus out of one of your decks.
It was
Well,
one
that
of
card
those,
stopped being made. That's why it's worth a lot.
It was one of those boxes that's like for $99, and you get like
The
56 packs or
the
something
booster
like that.
box.
Oh yeah, booster box.
So it paid for that, and I got like $20 on it. You know, like
Yeah,
I was sick.
and it's easy
And
for
I still
you.
got-
If he wants
I
to
still
sell it
got
after
other-
that, that's on him. So you
I
made
still
money
got
easy.
other good cards in there too. Like
Yeah.
So you say so going back to the Black Friday thing, like you think so electronics is the top thing that what everyone will get.
Yeah, every year.
Mostly TVs, phones.
Appliances.
Oh yeah, phones.
Not,
Freaking,
not,
yeah.
not like flip phones and stuff
No.
or sidekicks.
Yeah, I mean, electronics has owned Black Friday for as long as I can
Yeah.
remember, and it will continue with that too.
Dude, screw electronics. I just want a nice mattress.
Christian out here getting like real necessity things, like things for his car and stuff like that.
Well, that's what
You're
I
doing
mean,
it
like,
right.
people- That's what I'm saying. Like all these people, like the necessity versus the wants thing. And it's
These
just like,
guys getting like 100 toilet paper.
But like,
It
imagine
doesn't
if like
even-
other places did. Like, imagine if like Market Basket, like your grocery store, it was like we're having Black Friday deal. And it's like that old game show where it's like everything in your cart you get it for free. Where if they were like everything in your cart you get 50% off, it would literally look the same at a Market Basket as it would at those crazy stores.
oh, absolutely.
Because that's
Yeah.
you drive into that necessity category, and like I would be in line like, oh shit, I can get like $500
That
of
would,
groceries.
that would be so deadly.
do you know how much wasted food there would be though? Like people would be getting so much food, like they wouldn't
just
even eat
throw
all
it
the
away,
food,
yeah.
just throw away.
But do you think it's worse for two of the holidays? So Black Friday or the Christmas Day? Or
What?
right around Christmas Day.
I mean, I feel like
think that's the
Christmas
worst.
month is all about the same type of shopping, and Black Friday is just like kicks it off. So I feel like Black Friday,
Yeah.
you have like Black Friday itself, and then you have like the Christmas season, but they're all kind of the same.
No, but like usually at the almost Christmas Day ish, like the 23rd, everyone's rushed through the stores trying to get all this stuff.
Well, that's just like last minute shopping.
Yeah, they're not getting deals. They're just like, I don't have a gift. I'm gonna pick up the first thing I see and give it to my cousin. Like,
Yeah.
Look at this.
so that's
We got
different. No one,
toothpastes and-
no one cares
like
what
a
you're
pack of
getting. You're
batteries.
just getting random shit. Like no one doesn't. You're no looking for the crazy deals. You're just in there because you don't
Yeah.
have a gift because you suck at shopping. You waited till the
Mhm.
last day, like Tim.
Yep.
Tim,
Oh, I hate
To
that.
every year,
I
it
like
seems like I don't know. That's just his only response. I don't know.
because I don't.
I guess get
That's
that. I
Tim's
guess
life.
I don't know.
Goes to CVS, goes picks up like a couple toys there.
That's hard. Like unless you like, it's hard to get gifts to people that you're not seeing a
That's-
lot.
Or you don't talk too
know,
often,
like,
yeah.
your everyday thing because you don't know what they need.
the worst
You don't
is
know what
when
they want, and
That's
it's like
that's
I
the
don't.
thing. Like,
I don't know.
I would say gift cards the best, just because
They,
they can
they
just do.
are, but they're not like.
I would say
fun
gift
to
card is the
give.
most
They're not-
usable, but it's also like the most meaningless. But because
Yeah.
it's the most useful, is it the most meaningful? Because you're actually
That's
giving them
weird.
something they can use. It's like that weird paradox
Yeah.
where it's like,
like
I was
thanks
just-
for thinking of something so amazing for me.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like, oh,
it's
thanks for
not-
all the thought. But then you're like, oh shit, this is actually awesome because I can go
I can
get
just buy
whatever
what
I
I
want.
want.
Not
Exactly.
right now. Like sometimes you might not want anything, and
Yeah.
you're forced. It's like, oh, I guess I want fucking this. So it's like gift
And then-
card is a
and then it's
weird
just weird though,
thing. I don't know.
and like everyone just buys each other's gift cards. Then
It's like
you
why?
can just
Yeah,
buy
why
what
even
you want.
exchange at that point? If there's no, if there's no thought, don't hand me
Yeah.
money so I can hand you money back. But if it's like some sort of
Yeah.
swap or something like that, you should try to get something interesting. But if it's like, yeah, if you're just doing
You know what
even
sucks?
swaps, don't even bother. It's
You know what
pointless.
sucks?
I
is,
remember
like,
I was at a like a Yankee swap one time. Somebody got a fucking squatty potty. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you like lift
You
your
put-
legs
you
up so
put
you
your-
can stand
you
up.
Put
yeah.
your feet on it so you get a better angle to shit in the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
Dude, those are sweet.
They
I
opened
want
it
one.
Those would be good. Yeah, I know.
I would get one if I
That was funny.
thought about it when I was online.
Probably not that much.
You know what sucks most is when you get the gift card and then after the next day when you try to go shopping for something, it's like everyone's there and you're trying to get like, oh, I wanted to get this, but someone else took it. It always have sales.
I've never had that happen. That's very
Like you're,
Oh,
you're trying to
man.
get a certain sale with your gift card.
Yeah.
I probably did. What?
I remember that was more of a
I
thing like
guess
when I
that-
was
that would
when I was
suck, yeah.
I don't know
younger.
what you guys are talking about.
Like when you're younger, like you have your Christmas day and you're like, oh, you got all this stuff, and then there was like that couple things you didn't get. Like
Mm.
Santa didn't bring you this one little thing, and then like the week after, you're like, all right, well, I'm gonna go to like use a gift
Use
card
that
or
money
something
to
I
get
got and use money that I got and go get that one gift. So it was like you're giving yourself that second Christmas. Like growing up, I remember
Mm.
that like you would complete your Christmas list like the week
Just like
after.
remember how selfish I was. Just like,
Come
man,
on.
I got all these cool things, but I didn't get this. Like, you
Yeah.
don't care about all
Thanks,
the shit
Mom.
you did get.
Yeah, and you
just
spent
get
you
what
just
you
like
didn't
nag
get.
them until you can go to the store and spend the money that you got that should be in the bank to go buy this other useless toy.
Yeah.
Like we've all done it.
Like,
Like
trying to get a Megazord.
just some random fucking toy that's probably got broken and thrown away at some point.
Power Ranger flip up head.
I used to want like the Nerf guns. Tim and I used to do a lot of Nerf gun shit.
Mhm.
That was cool.
That's too cool for Nerf guns.
We gotta get back. Nerf guns wasn't as
You say it
big when I was
too
younger.
cool
It
for
was
Nerf guns, what you
definitely
said?
after.
Squirt guns.
Squirt guns were
Or the-
way bigger when I was younger. Now Nerf guns are bigger.
Yeah.
Like they don't even make
Yeah.
squirt guns as good as what we used to have.
Yeah, remember
No,
the
that's true.
the packs,
Yeah.
the backpacks. You just
They,
put them on.
they used to have some of those even with us.
I
though.
keep a
The
squirt
Super
gun in my
Soakers.
car at all times.
But like we used to have squirt guns that were literally like would like break skin. They were like ridiculously strong. Like if you were
I
to
had a
pump it
couple
up all
of
the
those.
way, like it would like
Yeah.
pierce your skin. But it's like
I remember that.
after a while they just stopped coming out with like you couldn't even find them. You just had like little tiny pew pew pews. Like
There was ones with like a huge ass tank, like cylinder tank on the back. You pump it a
Yeah.
1,000 times.
yeah.
yeah, and like they don't really do that anymore. And then like Nerf guns slowly became more popular. And now it's like a fucking million Nerf guns, which is cool. But like yeah, I didn't really grow up with Nerf guns. I grew up more with like the squirt gun area. 'cause
or
that's just
the
the thing.
little guns with the caps that keep
Cap gun.
Yeah.
cap guns.
Well, that doesn't that doesn't shoot anything. Or that's
But
Those are
you-
cool
I guess
too,
it's
though. I
it's
mean,
a
like-
gun, but it's a very different
I feel like
category.
we were like right in the middle though, because we were kind of both. I had both. Like,
Yeah, we
squirt
definitely
guns.
did
Yeah,
a
you
lot
guys, you guys are probably in the middle.
Yeah.
Me and Christian definitely
Like,
were
right in
like
the middle.
we were in the squirt gun realm. That was just the thing because I feel like I didn't have a single Nerf gun growing up when I was young.
I remember I had that
like,
one
to me, it was
like
expensive.
that one play rifle. It was like an old style, like I don't know what you call it.
lever
you like-
action.
Yeah, I guess.
I
lever
remember that.
action.
I remember that thing. Yeah.
That thing was
Yeah, we
beast.
used to. Me and Brian used to play all the time with like fake guns and stuff, just like
It was fun when
being
you're a
stupid
kid. Yeah.
kids, like imaginary, like in the backyard. We used to play all the time.
Imagine you guys are playing now. You're just shooting at each other with real guns, like boom, boom, boom.
Or throwing
But-
lawn spikes at each other or something like
But
that.
I feel like that's something too that just doesn't happen anymore, like just because of like political
Or-
climate,
or
and
even,
just like just stuff going on nowadays, and just like I
Getting
don't know,
a
like
lawn
like
spike
kids
stuck
don't
in your
play
knee.
like with big toy guns anymore, which I guess is not really the best thing.
Yeah, it's
but,
not.
like,
I mean, yeah, you have your Nerf guns
like
and
we
stuff,
did, and we're
but
fine, and like it's like whatever. But
All those gimmicky laser tag things.
oh, dude,
Yeah, they were always
even
trash.
now. Laser tag is kind of crappy, but yeah, I had like one of the first original things. You're literally wearing like a 30-pound fucking sensor,
yeah.
and like the gun has to be connected to it. Like I had that, and like the box was like a huge box to play with like a couple people, and it was awful. You
was
had to
never
literally
good.
be
It
like
was never-
shooting right at their thing.
there was never good laser tag like you buy. You had to go to a laser tag place.
Yeah.
There was like never any good ones.
Yeah, I remember I had like 2 or 3 different ones, and they all sucked.
Yeah.
Like we would play them all the time, and then at the end of every game, we'd be like, "Did anyone even get anybody? Why are we even doing this?" Like,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to like invent a laser tag thing, like where if you got shot, it would like paralyze you for like a second, so you'd
it,
fall
like,
down.
it doesn't
Shock
like
you.
tase you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It would act like you actually got shot. You know, like you just tased for a second or something.
I mean, I've played laser tag at a couple like bigger places. Like I played with you, Tim, right? We went to that one, that ice cream place that had the one in the back.
with
like Alex
yeah.
and Isaiah
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yep.
That was cool. It was like a free roam place that had 2 floors, and it was like really open. We literally only had like 6 people in the thing. It was kind of limited, but like the area was really cool. It was all free roam. You can go wherever you want, and like it was pretty accurate. Like that was fun.
I think though. Well, no, there's a bunch of like there's like fucking 10-year-olds up on like the second floor, just like shooting like this, and you couldn't shoot them because it was like a balcony and just getting
Well,
arrested.
it was like the 4 of us that we went, and then it was like a couple of the young kids. So it was only like 6 or 7
people,
kids.
yeah.
It was like us versus them, and it was really awkward, but it was fun. It was probably like the best it was like the best setup I've seen if you were to have like a better match, but it was cool.
The best thing I ever had was paintball. It's always gonna be the best.
Dude,
First time I ever went,
we fucking killed it.
Yeah, me and Tim just
First
went.
time I ever went paintballing was with you guys.
We gotta do it again. Yeah, me and Tim just went
I
for
love
a
that
bachelor
shit.
party for my brother-in-law.
I was going off.
Did I
That
go
was
with
fun.
you guys before too?
I loved going paintballing.
Christian, you never remember. You last time you came was with Brian and Tim. The 4 of us were all there with everybody.
Yeah. Yep. We played the speed.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
what was it called? The speed round, where it was like a super
Speedball.
small.
Yeah, speedball.
Oh yeah, you guys went and I
yeah.
didn't go.
I got.
Oh, yeah, you didn't play that. Well, yeah, I
Lit
think we were running out of paint. Yeah,
Speedball's
that was
rough.
when we all went. That was the day that I organized it with like Sean and Eric and like all of us. We all went. Like we just went randomly to do it. But me and Tim just went with a bunch of people for my brother-in-law's bachelor party up at a different place than you guys played. It was like they actually have courses and like
so jealous.
real places, and it was awesome.
Fun.
We gotta go back there.
Jumping.
Yeah, me and Tim were definitely like
and
some of the more like athletic group. But I mean, it was some of the
Us
players were
full
really good,
sprinting.
but it was we were like fucking bolting, and it was awesome.
Yeah, we were going crazy.
That's fun. I mean,
Hopping over logs.
you get
and
tired by
stuff,
the end of the
just,
day,
ditches.
but it's
Oh, yeah.
you're just hopping and running. It's really cool. Yeah, paintball's a lot of fun. We'll have to do that again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the boy with the boys is gonna do.
He had his GoPro.
paintball.
Yeah, I brought my GoPro. My footage
tried to get some
is
footage.
rough because like I got paint across half of my fucking videos because it just splattered up. Like my first I have like 10 minutes of like some cool like woodsy running through with the GoPro, and then it's like my gun gets hit, and I still keep playing because it was just a gun. It is paint all over the freaking lens. So my footage is rough, but yeah, like I mine's set up to like where I can do GoPro. We have to get like 3 more, and we could all GoPro like
Yeah.
our guns. That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
We could like get
I bought a new
a
gun.
thing where we can talk to each other at the same time. Have like
Yeah.
I bought a new
mobile.
gun because my gun was broken.
Yeah, Tim just straight up bought a new gun.
Yeah,
But-
my gun was
Oh,
like
man.
really broken, so I
Oh.
bought a new one. On
Well,
the
before
spot.
we dive too much into paintball, I guess we can talk more
Yeah,
about that
That's
a
the
different
next
day.
topic.
Black Friday to paintball.
Black Friday
to-
or paintball. So yeah, I think we talked about what we set up to talk about. So
Make sure to go to Black Friday for some paintball.
yeah, we'll do a cool paintball event at some point. probably probably next year at this point. But cool. All right. Well,
Yeah.
that's today's
See you
episode.
later.
Hope you enjoyed. Catch you in the next
Yep.
one.
Well, that looked bad. That was not.
Yeah,
that was just
that was-
waving. That was a wave. That was a wave.
That was a wave over there.
That was not a. That was
was
not
a
a salute, a howl or a salute of any kind. That was just a. That was just a see you later.
Yep.
was a straight
And this
up-
video
Ah.
gets taken down.
Yeah,
Blonde hair,
this-
blue eyed.
don't-
Fucking.
I immediately how bad that looked. Okay,
All right,
I'm gonna
and
get
bye.
off. See ya.